Republicans are getting salty on Capitol Hill. House Speaker Mike Johnson, RLA, said Thursday he is still tinkering with the dials on tens of thousands of dollars in potential blue state tax deductions as part of President Trump's big, beautiful bill, warning that everything is on the table as he pushes for a final vote on the package next week. Not everybody's going to be delighted with every provision in a bill this large, but everyone can be satisfied, Johnson told reporters after a closed-door meeting with New York Republicans who are pushing for a higher state and local tax SALT deduction cap than the $30,000 limit called for in the current bill. The cap helps residents in states like New York, New Jersey, and California deduct the cost of their state income taxes, property taxes, and other local taxes from their federal returns. But Johnson hopes to balance higher deductions with lower federal spending on Medicaid due to the imposition of work requirements. If you do more on SALT, you have to find more in savings, he said, hinting that the deduction limit could be increased before a scheduled House Budget Committee vote on the full bill Friday. We are trying to do this in a deficit-neutral way. The House Ways and Means Committee released legislative text Monday capping SALT deductions at $30,000 for individuals making under $400,000 annually, and at $15,000 for married individuals filing separately and having $200,000 in yearly income. Empire State Republican reps Elise Stefanik, Mike Lawler, Andrew Garbarino, and Nick LaLota, all of whom took part in Thursday's meeting, called the plan insulting in a joint statement released last week. New Yorkers already send far more to Washington than we get back, unlike many so-called low-tax states that depend heavily on federal largesse, they said. It's a matter of fairness. We reject this offer. Staten Island Representative Nicole Maliotakis, the only Ways and Means member who is also part of the SALT GOP group, said earlier this week that the window is closing on a deal that could deliver relief to middle-class taxpayers. The House Energy and Commerce Committee has already released text showing plans to cut $900 billion in spending over the next decade, including by reforming Medicaid. Moderate GOPers like Representative Brian Fitzpatrick, RPA, who also took part in the meeting, have opposed some of those spending reductions, including provisions to defund Planned Parenthood. Johnson has committed to $1.5 trillion in total spending cuts, while also raising the U.S. debt ceiling by around $4 trillion. The House Budget Committee has 21 Republicans and 16 Democrats, meaning the GOP can afford just 2 defections to keep the bill on track to advance to the full chamber. We're very, very close, Johnson said hopefully following the meeting. I'm committed to work throughout the weekend on it. Others are as well. We are still on path to pass this bill next week.